So in this video, we're going to be talking about advanced tips that other pro players don't want you to know about. Basically, they're very overpowered, and I kind of discovered this by myself and noticed that all pro players are using these secrets. Trust me, this is not a clickbait video for like whatever reason you might be thinking that. It ain't. We're going to break it down, we'll throw up some text, we'll do the usual. That's what we do over here on this channel. So if anything is useful in this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we post daily videos over here to help you guys out. We also do streams for nearly every tournament, and yeah, make sure you hit that sub button and become part of the team. We're going to get straight into the video right now. Right, to start this video off, we're going to be talking about the different types of building. Yeah, different strategies, different types. There's many different ways to even like word this, even different flows of building and different speeds. But basically, there's going to be one that I have discovered personally, and these are the secrets I'm talking about, man. It's insane, and once I put together the puzzles, you can see the full jigsaw and the full picture, and you'll be with me, you'll understand. But the two main things I'm talking about, you should be able to see it right now on text, is going to be piece control players and high ground players. Someone who's a more piece control player is the majority of those players are box fight players. They know how to control a fight, they know how to enclose their opponent and make them feel uncomfortable. But someone who like plays high ground is just kind of an annoying player to fight. Like, he just keeps going up and still does damage to you, but you're just frustrated, so you keep following him up because you really want to kill. And he can dominate and maintain high ground. He's a very mechanical player. He's your creative warrior basically. But what I'm talking about is in game. You all know that guy who just wants to crank to max height. You probably have one on your team. But basically, they're the two different types of plays, and what I'm going to explain right now is from my recent studies on pro players, I've noticed that they merge these two building strategies together. So what I mean by this is basically that imagine having someone who can play for high ground and then be able to piece control and box an opponent. Now this might seem simple, and it might seem like what's my point, but where I'm coming from is that is actually like really good, because most pro players and most players in general know how to block somebody off. I'm not talking about that. I mean to be able to fully control somebody's box while in the process of cranking to height. Like, I mean cranking, stretching out, placing a cone 2 tiles away and continue cranking. Like, that is insane. And to be able to box an opponent, know every move they're going to make, that is what all pros do. And what I've noticed from VOD reviewing Mr. Savage's game the other day, well, the video probably isn't up yet, but I VOD reviewed his game from FNCS where he dropped 40 kills. I think it was 47 his team dropped. And what I noticed from him is how compact they play. But what I really noticed about Mr. Savage when I was editing the video and editing the VOD review was that he merged those two playstyles together. He turned into a hybrid box player and a hybrid creative retake warrior. He was like boxing people mid retakes and stuff like that. Now, simple retakes, you know, you're not going to be doing no spazzing retakes in an arena, FNCS, anything like that, any competition. But he was able to mechanically go up, vertically, straight up, have height on his opponent, box his opponent at will, and just play his opponent. He let his opponent do all the hard work, and I find that very hard to do. It's easier said than done for anybody who's with me here. And what I'm going to do is explain to you how he was able to do this strategy and make it his playstyle. I'm trying to I'm trying to evolve myself into a playstyle like that. So on screen you should be able to see this right now, and it might not make sense at first. We're going to talk about how to do it basically. So if you can't understand what's on screen right now, just please be patient and wait a second. I'm going to explain it. There's a process. The process is basically you start off with Raiders piece control map. That's how you dominate piece control. I can personally say that. I have been a shit builder basically the whole time I've played Fortnite. I always excelled in editing, piece control, and well, I thought I excelled in piece control until I played that map. And my aim has always been my strong suit and my positioning. But what I've after noticing by playing Raiders piece control map is how far behind I was with every other player, and that's why I was losing fights. But what I noticed is what I was doing every day was logging on, I was doing a full Raiders piece control map, and then I was going into realistics. And then after realistics, I go into game. And what that actually develops is a very simple process of going from easy, medium to hard. If you try and do something like a retake in game before practicing it, or like you look at a video, for example, of Faceway, and you try and do one of his retakes in game, you can't do it, man. You can't do it unless you're very cracked and you know the retake just by looking at it. But you can't do it. 90% of players can't do it. So what they do is they go into creative. Then maybe they try it on a few of their friends, and then they do it in game eventually. And it's the simple process of actually acknowledging that. So what we're doing here is Raiders Peace Control map is we're practicing peace control on AIs in a non-hostile and a non-threatening situation. If you fail, it'll just respawn you and you can go again. And then what happens is you bring it into realistics. Not on purpose, you will just do this naturally. You bring your peace control into realistics and there's a less stress environment. You die, you're going to respawn, unlike a real game where you're playing with a team and you're playing to do your part and you feel bad when you mess up, so you don't risk things like that. You play it safe and you're not confident. So this is a great way to build confidence and muscle memory in general. So it's very, very good to nail that and get that down, is go from a non-hostile environment into something where it's like, there's a bit of a threat, there's a bit of a like competition, but there's nothing on the line. And then when you bring that into in-game, that's the hardest part, but it will happen so easily when you do this method. And I'm not just talking about peace control anymore or building. You do that with anything. Same with aim training. You aim train in either creative in a world or on aim labs or kovacs, and what happens is it's a non-hostile environment. The targets don't shoot back, they just move. Then what happens is you bring it into creative or your practice, whether it be box fights or whether it be aim duels. You get me? You have a bit of competition, it's shooting back now, and then out of nowhere it just implements itself into your game through practice. And that's how everything happens, man. And that's what I acknowledged the other day. And it might seem something simple, but most players are actually ignoring the fact that there's this 3-step process into implementing anything into your game, no matter what it is. And the first step of that is to acknowledge what you want to implement into your game. The second step is doing what I just said and practicing in that specific order. And the third thing is to just give it enough time to happen naturally. So it's very, very good, okay? That's the process of learning and the process of developing a skill. Now, I have to end this video with a nice outro, but it's going to be a nice video and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with some gameplay. Obviously, I won't leave you hanging like that. We have some gameplay from, hopefully, some in-game gameplay, maybe some creative. I'm not sure what I'm playing in the background because I'm recording the voiceover before I actually got the gameplay, because I needed to get this stuff out as soon as possible, boys. This is some revolutionary information I'm after learning. Now I got to go practice in creative. But yeah, hopefully the video helped and hopefully you stick around for the gameplay, man. It should be good. I won't put you with no shit gameplay, you know me. And yeah, I'm out here, man. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new though, because we like new subs over here. We like growing the family. We like spreading our information to more people. So you might as well sub if you're going to be looking for more information in the future, especially with the new season rolling up next week.
They got the llama. Fuck.
These are all terrible. Right, pistol for the win. Knocked 2.
Yeah, I can't really do anything else. I won't make it. Oh, I just got sniped up. Coming in.
There's your piece behind you. There's still more though, like a lot more.
Yeah, I know.
Where's he sniping from? Here. I blocked him in my wall. Hope you're not following me.
He's the one who got the llama anyways. I know that for a fact.
Where'd this bouncing to?
He's in the house. He's cracked. He's in the garage.
You're going from the roof.
Oh, that just wasn't you at all. On our left, on our left, on our left.
Got a wall down there. What's up, Doggo?
Oh. Behind, so. Oh, I got stuck. Terrible. Right here. You go. He's underneath. He's back in the garage. He's under the stairs. Nice.